It would appear that the Biden administration's final warning to the Houthis has been ignored as they loaded a speedboat full of explosives and then sent it off to go blow up a ship. The speedboat apparently blew up on its own while the U.S. Navy watched on, but it did get within a couple miles of the shipping lane itself and foreign ships, as we're hearing. The Operation Prosperity Guardian is an absolute dumpster fire. International trade going through the Red Sea and the Suez Canal is vital to the world, and yet the Biden administration hasn't been able to rally practically anyone to send anything. We're going to compare the Prosperity Guardian operation to basically every other operation that we can think of and show how absolutely appalling the international apathy toward this is. And the crazy thing is that there are more foreign warships in the area that are not participating in Prosperity Guardian than who are in theater participating in Prosperity Guardian. They're there. They're just not playing ball with the United States because they don't trust U.S. command. That is a serious indictment against the Biden administration for sure. Let's jump into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and so I look at numbers and see what's going on here. And we're going to compare some of the numbers of this operation, this this dumpster fire, compared to, such amazing results like Afghanistan and Desert Storm, where, other countries actually helped. But let's get into it. Okay, so Prosperity Guardian started off with 20 countries who were participating in this operation. This is a global operation of all these different countries. Now, one little hiccup was that 10 of those countries did not want to be named. So, if you have 20 friends, but you can't name 10 of them because they don't want you to mention their names, I'm going to gamble that you only have 10 friends, okay? When we have 20 allies and 10 of them don't even want to be named, you know you got a problem, right? Okay, so let's just cut that down a little bit, down to 10. But as of now, the United States has contributed warships and personnel. The UK has contributed a destroyer. The United States has an aircraft carrier battle group, plus additional destroyers. But the UK has contributed a destroyer. Okay. Norway has joined, and they have contributed 10 staff officers to observe. I know the Houthis are quaking in their boots at this demonstration of firepower from the Norwegians. They've sent 10 staff officers to help with the paperwork. Okay, let's see if we can do better here. The Netherlands, they have sent 2 staff officers to help with the paperwork. Australia was going to send a warship, but then they had concerns about their warship and their soldiers getting killed because of our incompetent government. And they decided to send 11 staff officers. They didn't even send a rowboat. The Canadians, they've sent staff officers. No ships. Okay, so now France, Italy, and India have sent warships, but they don't want to play ball with the United States. They have concerns about U.S. command getting their soldiers killed. Are you sensing a theme here of countries are willing to put their soldiers in harm's way, but they're not willing to put their soldiers under U.S. command? That's a problem. These other countries are basically saying, we want NATO to command this. We want non-U.S. command over this operation. Then we'll contribute warships. So France is out there escorting their own ships. India has sent 2 warships. But they're not actually, playing ball with Prosperity Guardian. So now Denmark has just finally said, okay, fine, we'll send a frigate. Okay, frigate's smaller than a destroyer, but it's still a warship. So Denmark, some of their ships have been attacked, they're sending a frigate, which will eventually get there. So don't hold your breath on that one. Greece has said that they're going to send a frigate as well, eventually, when they get around to it. So right now we have the United States, who has almost as many carriers involved in this, aircraft carriers involved in this operation, as other ships have warships involved in this. We have the full Eisenhower battle group, plus reinforced other ships like the Carney and such have been attached to the to this mission. We have a lot of destroyers and involved in this situation, but nobody else seems to be involved in this situation. We have essentially Denmark, maybe we'll get there, and Greece, maybe we'll get there. But currently, the only country other than the United States that has sent a warship to be part of Prosperity Guardian is the UK. I mean, UK and the United States are so thick as thieves that whatever the United States does, the UK will always participate. So basically, the only actual support we've gotten so far in Prosperity Guardian was from the people that will literally do anything for us. Okay, let's compare that to Desert Storm. 31 countries provided troops for Desert Storm. Afghanistan, that was just an absolute disaster. 28 countries provided troops. Prosperity Guardian, where the shipping of the world is coming under attack, and we have like 5 countries that are providing staff officers who are going to sit in offices, maybe go on our warships and observe, while the United States provides all of the ships except for one currently. This is an absolute dumpster fire. This is I think that, honestly, if there's any integrity whatsoever in the United States political ranks in the administration, they would just quietly make this thing go away. Because nobody wants to participate, nobody's willing to participate, nobody wants to put their soldiers, their sailors, under United States control. You have to ask the question in the first place, why in the world was this going to be a U.S. operation anyway? But somebody in the White House decided that was going to be the thing. And then we see all these other countries balking at that. Nobody likes that idea. And even India doesn't want to participate in that. Because they're just afraid that we're going to send their ships up to the front, or we're going to do something stupid and get them roped into it too. The world has gotten tired of the cowboy United States going out there, picking a fight, and then pretending like it's the victim. That's what it really comes down to. The world is anticipating the United States going in and provoking an absolute response from the Houthis by doing something stupid, and then making the other allies suffer as well. I mean, the United States just doesn't really make good choices. When it really comes down to it, who makes choices anymore in the United States? We have one person, the President of the United States, that makes all the choices. They sit in a room, and it really comes down to that one person. Other countries have a lot more checks and balances in war. The United States is kind of archaic in that. Unless there's a declaration of war, the Senate and the Congress don't actually get involved in it in any meaningful way. The President of the United States just basically gets to do whatever they want. They can bomb whoever they want. They can shoot missiles into whoever they want. They can send troops into whoever they want and be like, oh yeah, this is an anti-terror thing. We're invading this new country for anti-terrorism. They're terrorists there. And so they're, we had that defense authorization back in 2001. So yeah, this is covered by that. So we're invading this new country over here. That's kind of where we're at now. So, I mean, other countries, they have the party Their prime ministers are not without checks. They are, important people. They make a lot of the decisions, but at the end of the day, they are beholden to other people within their party. And if they get out of line, they can get kicked down to the curb pretty fast. And they know that. The President of the United States can do whatever they want until the next election season, right? And other people in the world are seeing this and they don't like it. They don't like it. Now, the United States will play all holier than thou all the time, but we're not. And the fact is, we've gone into the Red Sea, which is about as far away from the United States as you possibly can get, and sent vast resources, tens of thousands of U.S. sailors and soldiers to the area to protect shipping that's not ours, to open up a shipping lane that's not ours. And we're the policemen of the world, and so the rest of the world is sitting back and waiting for us to handle all the situations. If there's ever a case for us to pull back from our invasions and policing of the entire world, this is a perfect example of it. The United States footing 95% of the bill, while the rest of the world sits back and criticizes us. And we're protecting their ships. We're protecting their ships in their areas. Saudi Arabia refused to be a part of this. Egypt has, with the Suez Canal, has refused to be a part of this. Nobody wants to do this, except the United States and our closest allies that we've twisted their arms to get them to do something. And it's going to be just like Afghanistan. There's the ISAF, right? Forget what that actually stands for. All I can remember is what it jokingly stands for. I saw Americans fighting, where other countries sent troops in to kind of watch the United States. At least we got 28 countries to provide troops that time. This time around, we'll be hard-pressed to get 10 by the end of this war that actually have sent staff officers to come and observe. That's what we got, folks, for you. We're about to go into a bombing campaign on the Houthis. I don't see any other way. I think we're shaping up to start doing airstrikes against the Houthis. And we're alone in this. Everyone else is just basically sitting back and watching us do it, watching us do all the dirty work for them. And meanwhile, our enemies are circling, waiting for an opportunity to hit us and hit us hard. World War III is on the horizon. In fact, we are already in World War III. All right, friends, keep getting prepared. Times are getting difficult. 2024 is shaping up to be the worst year ever. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.